So, good afternoon to everyone. So, let's start today's session. In today's session, I will show you using another component, that is the password field. That is the password field. Through password field, how we can set, we will see here that using another component in the swing, that is present J password. And through this J password field, we will do what? We will do through J password field, we will show how it works. So this swing package, we will show that. So the programming, I will show you how the programming can be done. So at first, we go to the new documents, and then the code will be, we will write the code here. So for password field, how this J in this swing, there is a component that is J password field, and how this programming can be done, I will show you. So first it will be, you already know that first packages should be included for swing, that is javax.swing.star. Then an event, for event handling, what we have to use for event handling, we have to use the package java.awt.event.star. So after that, we will use an user defined class. So here I am using that, its name is as password field. And then after that, inside the main, we are using the main public static void main, and paths. This is the main I have declared. So now you already know what we have to do first. We first have to create a frame. We have to first what? All the things should be done inside a window. So what we have to do? We have to first create a frame. So for creating a frame, what? The object of the frame. The object of the frame should be created. So that means what? The object of the frame class should be created. So that's for that reason, we will use JFrame and its object name as F, then new JFrame. Okay. So I want to give some name of this frame. So I have used the name as password field. The name will be shown as what? The password field. The name will show. So the frame will be displayed, and in the tops of this frame, there will be shown as the what? Password field. So we see that. Then after that, we have to what? We have to use level class object. So we have to create what? Level class object. So that's why use final J level. So we are creating level class object. So equal to new J level. That means what? That means the level will be shown. The level will be shown, and we created the level. Then after creating the level, what we have to do? What we done? In all the previous classes we have seen. In all the previous classes we have seen what we have done. We have to set the position of the components which we are using. We have to do what? We have to set the components position. So for set the position of the components, what we have to do? We have to call the set bounds method, because set bounds method will do what? Set bounds method will do fixing the position. Now, which component's position will be fixed? Through the object of any component. Now, if we want to make the position fixed of a button, then from buttons object, the set level set our set bounds method should be called. If we want to fix some text field position, so that's then what we have to do? We have to call through the text field object through set bounds method. So those components which position should be fixed, we should call through that object. So here we are doing that, we want to fix the position of the level. So that means what? We have to call the method, we have to call the set bounds method with what? With level class object. So you see, what is the level class object? Level. So that means level dot set bounds. So it will fix what? It will fix the position of the level, because we are calling it through level class object. So now what, in the set bounds method, the parameters we send what? The parameters xy1 y1 coordinate and x2 y2 coordinate. That means this is the arbitrary value we will choose. Now I am using that x1 is 10, then y1 is our 200, then it is for 250, x2 is what? 250, and it is y2 is 40. So it is up to you that what you will choose, the position you will choose. It is the x1 y1 and x2 y2 coordinate. So now the levels what? The levels position is fixed now. So now we want that what? We want to use some password field, because in our example we are using that some names and the password, username and password will be given. So that's why we have to use a component that is present on the string, that is password field. Its name is JPassword. JPassword field. Its name, the component's name is what? JPassword field. So we will use J. So for using that in our class, what we have to do? We have to create the object of it. So J password field, and we are naming the object as value equal to what? New J password field, J password field. So now we want to declare it as final. So the final keyword is used. Now we have created the password field. So the next step will be what? We have to fix the position of the password field. So for fix the position of the password field. So for fixing the position of the password field, what we have to do? We have to call the set bounds method, and through what? Through, for fix the position of the password field, we have to call it to the password field object. So that means password field object is what? Value. So we will call the set bounds method with password field object. That means it will set the position of the password field. So in this case, there will be also x1, y1 and x2, y2 coordinate. So we are using that, it is 75, then it is 200, and it is 30. So the value is given. So now what? The password field we have created, its position is fixed now. Then after that, we will use level. So this is what? There will be two level present. So that means it will be shown like this. We want this will be shown like this, that there will be a window present and in this window, what in this window it will be shown? There will be username. Here it will be username, and here it will be what? It will be password. So there will be two levels. Now, what will be this username is a level and this password is also a level. So that means what? Two levels should be defined in our two levels should be defined. And inside this, the password, it is a password field. There will be a password field, and for username, it will be a field. So that means what? So that means it will be look like a frame, and in frame there will be two levels present, username and password. This will be the two level, and this will be a password field. And there will be what? There will be a button present. We want there will be a button present, and in this button, what? In this button, the level will be what? It will be written as a login. In this, it will be written as login. So we what? We want this. Okay. So that means we have to create what? For that means we have to create two levels. So that's why we have to create the two levels. So first we create a level as an object L1, then J level, and what the name of the level will be? It will be user name. It will be shown like this. Then same as that, through its object, we will call the setBounce method. We will call the setBounce method. That is, we are using that x1, y1, any value, and so first level will be created, that is username, and its position is fixed. Same as that, next level should be created. For next level, what we will do, it will be L2, and the name of the level will be what? Password. And here I am changing it, some values I am changing, that it is 80 and it is 75, it is 30. So two levels has been created, one is username and another is password. Then what I said, that there will be inside, in below, there will be a what? There will be a button present. There will be a button present, and after, in this button, it will be written as login. And after pressing that, the event will be generated. So that means what? We have to create the buttons class object in it. New J, sorry, caps J button, and the level of the button. What will be the level of the button? The level of the button will be login. Okay. So through setBounce method, we will fix its position. And after that, what? A text field will be present there. So that means what? We have to create the text field object first, and with that, what? We have to fix the position of it. We are using a text field also here. So that means what? We have to create the object of the text field, and after that, through the object of that text field, we have to call the setBounce method for fixing its position. So that means what? J dot text field text equal to new J text field. So it will be, we declaring it as a final. So then we have to fix the position of this text field. So you have to call the setBounds method with its object. So after that, all the components we have created, all the components one by one. Now, these components will be reside where? These components will be present inside the frame. This all the components which we have created and fix the position of all the components. So now what we have to think? We have to do what? This all the components with which we have created are be now placed inside the frame. So for that, what we have to use? We have to use the add method. And through add method, what? Through what's through the frame class object, we will have to call the add method, and as a parameter, what we have to send? All the components object we have to send one by one. So first we want what? First we want to add the our password field. So first we want that the password field should be included. So the for password field you have to include it in the frame. You have to call what? Through frame class object. Through frame class object, we have to call the add method, because these components now inside the parameter, whichever component in the parameter, whichever component you want to add, its object should be passed. So first we are passing value. That means what? Value is the object of what? Value is the object of J password field. That means this password field now added to the frame. Same as that, we will again call this method, and then after adding the password field, we will add what? We will add the levels. So we are passing parameters L1. Same as that, the next level, two levels we have used. We are now adding this 2 level to the frame. So L1 and L2 we have added. After that, what we will do? We will add the level we have created. So one by one, we will add the components. So this is the level. So we have to pass the object. Same as that, what we have created, the button we have created. The button we have created it. So we have to press the button also. And after that, the text field object we have created. So that means the text field will be now added. So all the components, you can see all the components object are passed as a parameter. And this add method is called through what? Frame class object. That means now this all the components will added one by one to the frame. So after that, you already know there are some methods, that is set size method. Then what? Set size method, set layout method, and set visible method. Already in previous classes, we have seen that all these methods we have seen for every components, for every using every components we have seen that. So we will first use set size method. I am not explaining that because you have already seen all these methods, you have already seen it. So the set size method will what? This set size method will take 2 parameters. One is height and another is width. Int height and int width. So that means we'll have to pass 2 parameters, and we are calling through frame class object. That means what? Frame size should be fixed now. So then again we will call the set layout. This will fixed what? This will fixed. We are passing null. That means the default layout of this Java will be chosen. The default layout of this Java is what? Flow layout. So that means flow layout will be chosen. And at last, set visible method. That means the frame should be visible or not. We are passing true. That means the frame will be visible. After that, now all the components have done and all the components have been added to the frame, and frame size, frame layout, and frame should be visible or not. We have fixed that. So now what we have to do? We have to do that. We have to any event that is generated by the button, we have to declare that, because we want that there will be present a button, and after pressing the button any event should be generated. So that's why what we have to do, we have to what we have to add the buttons object to the add action listener. So add action listener, add action listener. So now in the action listener, you have already know there is an abstract method. We have to override that abstract method. In the action listener interface, there is what? There is an abstract method present. So we have to what? We have to do override this. Override this. So that means the method is public void action performed action event E. So after that, in the username, there will be some things written in the username. We'll write that in the username. So for that, what we have to use, we have to put this value in the, we are using string data username plus text dot get text. So now what does this mean? We are calling it through, you can see, we are calling it with text. Text is what? Text is of the text field object. Text is what? Text in the text field object. That means what? Its username will be a text field. Username will be the text field. And through get text method, what we do through get text method, we put the values put some text on it. So that means what? It is calling through text field object. That means the value should be written in the text field, and this value will be stored in what? This value will be stored in the string. That means data that is of string type, it will be stored here. So after that, what we have to use, we have to then this data password So that means what? Now the password will be written and you can see in the password what value dot get password. So that means the value is what? The value is of the password field object. So we are calling the get password. This get password method through which the password will be written in that field. Okay. Then we are saying that there will be a level present. In that level, there will be inside in the below, there will be a level present and it will show what? Whatever the username and password you have given, it will show that. So through level.setText, and inside it we are passing that data. So after that, so now we will save it. Password example dot java. I've given that name, password example dot java. Now what we have to do, we have to, for running it, we have to go to the command prompt. So okay, documents, then java c example dot java. I missed that. Yeah, missed that also. So that's why it is. Okay.